Hi everybody. Today I'm going to share a method I use sometimes for transferring temporarily designs that I want to embroider onto the background fabric. This doesn't include any kind of marking pen or anything. It's actually basting thread. So what I do is I draw my design or trace my design onto a type of tissue paper or tracing paper that you can see through, so you know where on your fabric you want to put it, and it's thin enough to rip apart later after you've stitched. So you place it on. This is the design I'm going to do. You put it on your background wherever you want to put it, and you pin it in place around the edges. And then with white cotton thread as your basting thread, I like to start in the center and work my way out. I just literally stitch along my drawn lines. Doesn't have to be tiny stitches. They just have to be within your design. So when you tear the paper away later, they remain in the fabric. My thread was caught on the pincushion. Too funny. You notice that I used a longer thread than I usually recommend. Okay. Center one done. Oops. Okay, I'm going to finish all the rounds, and when I'm done, I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, I'm back. You can see I've stitched around all 5 of the outlines. And now I'm going to start tearing the paper away so that only the stitching is left, and that'll be my guidelines, knowing where I am to do the embroidery. So that's the reason you use a tissue paper, is it just tears away really easily. Holding your thumbnail down on the stitching is also helpful, because you don't want to be stretching the fabric or pulling the stitches out. And oops, just dumped that in my coffee. What you also is helpful, just like with paper piecing, removing the paper, tweezers also work good. I better not do the coffee thing again. And I personally like this version. I haven't used it all the time, because sometimes my chalk pencil works well as well. But on this white, the chalk pencil wouldn't have worked very good at all, because it's white on white. And you know, with the intricate embroidery, you're scared that the drawing will disappear. And I didn't want to use any kind of color chalk either, because like I said, I didn't want to take the chance that it was going to show in the end. So for this particular design on this background, this was my best option. Now, if you're following my bits and bobs videos at all, my carnation, silk ribbon embroidered carnations, I did the same thing before I embroidered that. And my hot air balloon, on the lines that are over the balloon, the strings, the ropes, I did it on for that as well, and it gave me good placement for when I wanted to lie down the cording and couch it. And now for this one as well. This is also a block for my bits and bobs, in case you were wondering what I was working on here. And I won't have this finished, the embroidery part, for the end of this video, but in not so distant future, I will have it in another bits and bobs video, and it would be number 4, and then I'd have this block finished, so you can come back and look to see how it turned out. Or if you're a member, the schoolhouse section of the site has all the pictures. I post them every month, whatever's new. Okay, so now I'm just going to keep going around and around till I pull it all out, or rip it all out. And so I'm not boring you with that, I'm going to turn the camera off again, and I will come back and show you the final product. Okay, I'm done. Now these lines of stitching that I've put in are going to be my guides to the embroidery stitches I do, with the couching I'm going to do, as I fill in my design. And there's no marks on my fabric, and I'll take out the stitching as I go along. I hope you find this method helpful sometime when you have something you need to do that you don't want to mark up your fabric. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or I'm always happy to answer quilty questions. And thanks for watching.